Hey guys, it's your girl Vanessa here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I share with you a really simple oil recipe that is so much stronger than cloves. Now, if you haven't got cloves or cloves just don't seem to be working for you, this video is for you. Now, this recipe is going to help you regrow your hair in bald areas, bald patches, and can even help with some forms of alopecia. Now, if you're not experiencing any of these things that I've just mentioned, it will also be very good for you because it will help to prevent hair loss and thinning. So if you're interested, please make sure you watch the video and you watch till the end, because I'll show you the entire process of making the oil and also how to use it. So to begin with, we are going to need some pumpkin seeds powder. So these are just regular pumpkin seeds that I went ahead and grinded in my grinder, but if you have pumpkin seed powder you can find from the store, please feel free to use that. Now, pumpkin seeds are high in antioxidants, vitamin E, and linoleic acid, and these are found to kind of like have strong anti-inflammatory effects and help to reduce the effect of oxidation, which also combats hair loss and boosts hair health and also hair growth. So after I use about 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seed powder, I'm going in with some moringa powder. Now, moringa is the most important thing in this particular recipe, as well as obviously the pumpkin seeds. Moringa helps to boost hair growth. It also contains vitamin A, B, and omega-3 fatty acids, and these help to nourish the hair and promote hair growth. So after I added that, I went in with some olive oil, guys, but you can use any other oil of your choice. It could be avocado oil, rapeseed oil, or even just coconut oil. So next we're going to go in with a bit of green tea. Now, green tea actually helps to block the effect of GHT, which is basically an hormone that has been linked with hair loss. So it's super helpful to have in your oil, especially if you're trying to like regrow your hair in perhaps, you know, bald spots like alopecia, or just generally hair loss, maybe from tight hairstyles. So definitely worth adding to your DIY. So I use about 2 tea bags, and then I empty the content of it into the oil. Now, I will be doing the double boiler method to infuse this oil, but if you're using, let's say, avocado oil or even like coconut oil, and you want to apply direct heat to it, it will be absolutely fine because those oils are heat resistant. But if you're going to use olive oil, just like I did, which is what I would recommend, I would definitely recommend that you do the double boiler method so you can preserve the nutrients in this oil as much as possible. So it consists of just placing a pot on the stove, adding some water to it, and just put the bowl of the oil that you just made earlier, and just allow it to naturally infuse with the heat that is you know, heating the bowl essentially. So after it's infused for a little bit, you know it's kind of like ready when you can actually see the little foam thing at the top. So take it off the stove, allow it to cool down, and then we're going to go ahead and transfer it into a mason jar so we can infuse it for a little bit longer. Now, you can put this in and allow it to infuse for another week before you can go ahead and strain, but for the purpose of today's video, I infused it just overnight. Or if you want and you're really like in a hurry, you can definitely strain and use it straight away. But the longer you infuse it, the better, because it releases more of the nutrients. It's a bit like, you know, when you're making tea, for example, and you let the tea bag sit in the water for a long time, when you come back it's really concentrated. So that's kind of like the same effect that we're trying to achieve with the oil. So the longer you leave it, the more infused it will become. So the next day, this is what the oil looks like. So the pumpkin seeds and the tea and the green tea kind of like settled at the bottom. So before you strain, guys, just give it a gentle stir to combine everything again, and then you can go ahead and strain it. So to strain, I'm going to use a recip, but feel free to use whatever you have available or whatever works for you. Just so you can see here, guys, after straining it, you end up with a really thick and rich green oil, and trust me, this is so good for your hair and your edges. And you can definitely put it in a mason jar so you can store somewhere in the house, and because it contains no water, this can store in the house for a pretty long time. Or you can put it in an applicator bottle and basically use it on your hair. It's super easy when you actually use it from an applicator bottle. So I'm going to show you guys how to use it, and also talk a little bit more on how often you can use this to help in your hair growth journey. Now, the way that you use oils is really simple. So it just consists of just applying it to the area that needs the help, okay? Or you can just apply it throughout your entire scalp. If obviously you're not experiencing any hair loss, you can definitely do that as well, just to help with the general health of your hair, and also just preventing your hair from falling out or thinning. So after you've applied it to your scalp, guys, you want to make sure you follow with a good massage. You're going to see that as we go down the video. I always advise that you massage your scalp after applying oils. Is super important, because that also helps to increase the blood flow to the area, which can essentially help you in regrowing your hair in lost areas. Now, because this oil is pretty thick in consistency, I wouldn't recommend that you use it more than twice a week, because you don't want to just oversaturate your scalp with oil. That's another thing that you want to make sure that you do properly, because if you use oils wrongly, you can end up with just having too much buildup on the scalp, and that can eventually give you dandruff, which can cause your hair to fall out. So use it maybe once to twice a week, just depending on how much of this you're using as well, because like I said, it's very thick, but it's also very beneficial for your hair. Now, if your hair is not necessarily falling out and you're not looking to use it as a growth oil, you can use it as a pre-poo treatment. I love to use oils like this, especially when they're this thick, just because it really saturates the hair pretty easily and pretty nicely. So it's something that you can apply to your hair just before you go ahead and shampoo. Now, pre-pooing is also a really vital part of growing your hair, guys, because that's what prevents it from drying out and eventually breaking. And if you're not already pre-pooing as part of your wash day routine, please make sure that you start doing it. You will definitely see results. Now, bear in mind as well that in the process of growing your hair, guys, it's important that you eat as healthy as you can. Eat your green vegetables, things like avocado, really good for your general health, but also can help with your hair. Eat lots of nuts, lots of healthy fats like omega-3 and 6 fatty acids. High in protein diet can also help you to regrow your hair a lot faster. And just be consistent with your routine, whether it's something that you're just applying to your scalp, or if it's just like just eating healthily. It will definitely help you. Remember your water intake as well, and also exercising also can also help to boost hair growth, because it increases the blood flow to the scalp. So I hope that you guys have found this video helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to thumbs up the video, guys, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not already, so we can continue to grow this community. And also share the video if it helped you, because it can definitely help somebody else. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.